I thought it was good. I really did. I was impressed with the way the players handled it, and was impressed in the Grove. And it's just. But I've always said this, and we were fortunate in McNeese to play Grambling twice, and we played Southern at Southern, and it is some of the funnest games I've ever been associated with, because the people from the Jaguar Nation, I mean, they come down in big numbers, and they have a blast. I mean, they've been out here since last night, and I've always enjoyed the games, and I got a lot of respect for Coach Odoms. They got a really good program, and he's got a class football team, and got some good guys at the head of that, with the quarterback and with Tillery and with Willie. I mean, they got some good junior, seniors, some older players that are good football players.
You mentioned Tillery, and he had a big first half, but then you guys were able to come back in the second half. I think he held him about 36 yards from that point on. Was that more just kind of the way the game unfolded? Were you all able to put some drives together and score, or what kind of adjustments did you make towards him?
I think we, as the game went on, we tackled better, and I think that was the key. But he's a good football player. I mean, he broke some plays, and but us, he's one of those guys that he has the ability, and he did last year. He can run it inside and outside, and he can get it in there, and then he can bounce the thing out, and he has some speed to break some big plays and stuff. So I was impressed last year watching him on tape and looking at what he did, and he certainly showed it tonight.
Coach, personally, after all this preparation and getting the gig in December, is that monkey out the back feeling, I guess, off you after today, after getting your first win tonight?
Not really. I'm always the monkey's always on your back, because there's always next week when you play. So I'm excited. Like I said, that we got to win. I'm excited that we got to go through the process with these players and kind of see how the game and how the preparation went and all the things. Obviously, we have to improve on some things, but I'll keep saying I really like these guys. I like the players on our football team. They work hard. They try to do what we ask them to do, and that's all I can ask. And I think we can only get better from here. If you look at the dynamic of our team right now, we have the Justin Backuses, the Trey Hunters, the Jalen Hollies. We have those guys that have played a lot of football. But the vast majority of our team has not played a lot of football. And I said we have, set guys, Jeff Savage, Garrett Smith played some last year, but we have a lot of guys, even Chase Day and David Griffin and Marcus Hubbard, guys I think are really good football players. I just think we need to play, and we need to keep playing. And I said for the handful of guys that, like I said, I mean, your guys can name, Hunter, Backus, Holly, guys that have played a lot of football. We got a lot of guys that haven't played, and so when that's the case, I think the ceiling for improvement is high.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but ULM and McNeese were the only two Division I teams to win this opening week of college football. And, one of those being your former school that, you built that program, and it's one you're trying to build now. So, kind of what's your reaction to that?
I'm excited. Obviously, ULM, I'm excited for McNeese. Coach Guidry sent me a text today, Coach McNeese, wishing us good luck. So I sent him a text back, and at the end of the text, I put "Go Cowboys." And he texted me back. He said, "D, I apologize, but I don't know if I can say Talon's out." So I did. I told him I'll text you back. I said that's okay, because Lance, like me, is a long-time McNeese guy, and I'm happy for them. I didn't know they won, but I'm happy for them.
Coach, what's your reaction to Garrett Smith play tonight? Getting 150 yards on the ground, throwing a couple touchdowns in the air. Just what's your reaction to how well he played tonight?
He did some good things. I think he can only get better. This is his first game in this system and a new offensive system, and he did some really good things. Made a couple mistakes like a bunch of guys did, but I think he can only get better in this system. But what I like about Garrett is he gives us a chance with his running and his throwing, and he's very competitive. That's the other thing that I think is a great quality of him, is he loves to compete, and you can tell that when he gets out there and plays.
You only gave up one sack tonight and over 300 yards rushing. How's that there for the season for the offensive line?
I thought it was really good, and what is good moving forward is we were able to run the football basically and close the game running the football, and we ran it very, very effectively toward the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, and you have to be able to do that, in my opinion, to close games out, to win football games, and so I think that hopefully we can improve on that, but that bodes well for us moving forward.
When you look at the rushing numbers, this is one of the most productive nights in a few years now for this program as far as when you guys ran it. And Is this what we saw tonight, the way where you're in football and everything? Is this kind of a window into kind of what you want this offense to be?
We would like to do it, and we'd like to have balance. And I thought we were very balanced for most of the game, but right there, last quarter and a half, there was more run than pass, and we were able to run the football and stop the run and put the game away. And that's the formula that we had where I came from, and we were wanting to run the football and stop the run. And we felt like as the game went on, if you could continue to run the football and stop the run, and we had a great chance.
What are your overall thoughts on Ben Luckett stepping in front of Tyler Kane tonight and doing it?
Ben did a great job, and Ben's one of the young men that played last year, and so he has some experience, had some really good games last year, and Ben came back and went through June, July. I thought really did a great job of getting himself ready, getting himself in shape. But he's a good football player, and hopefully we can continue to get him the ball and get him some creases because he looked good tonight. Thanks, guys. It's a situation very, very unfortunate that we went to certify the players. Tyler is not yet certified, and now he's not been not certified, but it's a situation if you play and then he ends up not being, and so you can't play guys unless they're 100% certified, and it's something that, to be honest with you, I'm kind of we were hoping it was going to be resolved before this, but so I'm hoping and praying that we can get something done here, but it's totally 100% an NCAA issue. ULM has done everything humanly possible in this, and I believe that. But it's an NCAA deal, and everybody's trying to get their guys certified for the first game, and it's a log jam, and we're trying to do it. But like I said, I hope and pray that we can do it because, man, you talk about a guy that's worked hard and has had some tough luck in his career, and I would just love to see him have a chance. More for him than for us. For him, that's the main thing that I think all of the staff wants is we want him to have the chance. And what it does to the football team or not, I'm not even worried about that. I just want to see him have a chance.
And when you say certified, kind of explain that a little bit. Does that do with his medical red shirt or?
It has to do with the. But anyway, I'll comment more on that down the road when I know more. But it's just kind of something that's been hanging over us. It's not, we've known about it, but like I said, we were hoping, and I guess that it would be resolved before this, and it wasn't. So, thanks.
Thanks, Coach. You worked really hard on the run game, and having Garrett to be able to also run and make the defense have to decide who they're going to go after is really nice to have that. And the line has worked really hard over the summer, and they did a great job tonight.
Yeah, it's got to make you feel good knowing you're going to get those opportunities too. I mean, maybe in the past year you guys didn't really run the football as much, but if that's going to be a focal point of this offense, I'm sure that's got to be a pretty good motivation for you.
It is to know that they're depending on us to do more now. It's nice for me because obviously I would love to run the ball more, but it's just whatever the team needs us to do, I'm willing to do it. So I'm out.
You get that early touchdown. How does that give you confidence for the rest of the game?
It felt good because, first of all, I didn't know I was going to be starting this week, and then this happened. So it felt great to be able to get that touchdown for our team and try to liven the environment up for us.
All right, Trey. How hard was Tillery to tackle, especially in the first half?
He's a good runner. He's a productive guy last year. So, we really just had to kind of bottle him up. He got a lot of stuff on the edge. Really, it was just, misassignments on things like that, just keeping leverage.
Right, so it wasn't really much about getting in there and making adjustments or anything. It's just as y'all realizing what you were doing was working, you just had to, execute better.
Yeah, people just had to do their job. Everybody, worked 11-1, and things just slow down.
Right. Also, that crowd, I looked it up after getting the official number. But this was the 6th biggest crowd to ever see a game at Malone Stadium. So, so if you and Justin can comment on what was that atmosphere like being out there on the field?
I just told him right before the interview that we hadn't seen a crowd like that in a long time. It was pretty good. It brings a lot more energy to the game. brings the juice to us wanting to, play well for the crowd, and it's just fun.
Yeah. That's what you think about it out there, and all the folks out there watching.
I love it. I mean, it brings another part to the game, like putting on a show, basically.
You know, earlier there in the first quarter, I guess Austin Howard decided he was just going to throw you away a couple times. And you had a couple pass breakups. I'm sure you were there and noticed it. But you guys played well on the back end and everything. Didn't give very many big plays, and all you guys are playing new positions back there too. So how was the communication out there? And did you just feel like the guys were pretty settled in from that game on going forward?
Right. Film. It starts there, studying the game, actually being able to talk to each other. And so when we are out there, it just makes everything just much easier.
How important is it to get off to a good start like this, regardless of the opponent?
Confidence. That's the best thing that I can say. Some people mindsets are just different, but you got to win on your back. You look confident, but each week is 1-0. That's the goal each week. So it is what it is, honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you playing or what level or whatever. Every win is hard on this level, so that's always a good thing to win. It just gets you closer to where you want to be every week.
Now, when you have those pass breakups, do you think that sends a message not only to Southern but to your defense as well?
Say that. Yes.
So you think back a little bit if you need to.
Just leave it at that, yes.
A year ago on September 2nd to this year on September 2nd, how are you feeling after week one overall? Just with the differences in the coaching staffs and everything else.
I don't even remember last year. Yeah, I can't remember this time last year. School just started. I can't remember, sir. I'm sorry about that.
What about you?
Last year as a whole, kind of something we just try to put behind, especially when when it comes to football. But I remember back to September 2nd. We were getting ready for the first game around the same time. So this is completely different because new team, new set of goals.
It's a completely different environment now than what it was then. And honestly, like they said, it's something I really don't want to think about, push that out of my memory. But it's a completely different environment for the team now.
And by the way, y'all were the only Louisiana FBS school to win this week. So y'all are the ones that are 1-0. So just think about that.
LSU lost?
LSU lost 16-14.
That's terrible. You a bust.
That was good. Thank y'all.
Thank you.